Hey, what's up? I'm Steve Chapman, and this is the tutorial for Special Day. It's a song I wrote and performed in another video here. This is the tutorial where I walk through how I did what I did. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and hope you enjoy. Thanks. Okay, I start with two apps, Group the Loop, which is a looper, and Groovebox, which is my synthesizer. Groovebox is free, has some add-ons, and Group the Loop is not, but it's awesome and it gives you a ton of options. So I start here playing a little keyboard before the song really gets started. I use a Group 1 here. I won't explain fully how the software works, but basically right here I play the intro keyboard, sort of the bass line of the keyboard on track 1 of Group 1. I've got up here at the top right hand corner the green drumsticks. That's a drum beat built in here. You can see I've got some extra drum stuff silenced at the bottom of both groups. So now I've queued up my next group ready to go. So I'm playing the keyboard, and you can see here at the top the 16. I made this a 16 bar loop, whereas the first one was 8. So I had to do a lot here live. And so I'm playing the keyboard to the bass on track 1 of Group 2. And as soon as this one's done, I sort of let it hang there. So while this is playing, I'm able to go back to Group 1, cue up track 2 of Group 1. Also, I'm able to unmute the 2 cymbals at the bottom. Those are beats that I made actually in GarageBand. I just create a little drum fill right here. So now I'm able to come in with my lead keyboard, which is pretty sweet. And you can see the crash at the bottom, little drum fill right here. It's pretty understated. And now that's recorded. So now I'm quickly able to cue up Group 2. And right before I do, I mute track 2 of Group 1 so that it didn't lead in to the Group 1 part. Now you can see far on the left, my input is Groovebox. See those that little icon with the aqua blocks? So after this one, I'm going to let this roll for another 16. And while I'm doing that, I change my input, and I use a Fender Mustang amp via USB in. I'm going to work on a couple different options, but I cue that up. Input 1 and 2 basically means it's in stereo, and that amp setting I've got a stereo panning delay, and I cue up Group 3 and start a little arpeggio thing. Now I didn't mean to do 16 there. I think I meant to do 8, but it's so hard to do everything live that went one too long, because now you have to wait another 16. So I think it was one mistake I did here. But while I'm hanging here, I cue up Group 2, track 3. Yep, and so that automatically kicks into gear as soon as Group 1 is done. I wanted to use my tremolo here, my whammy bar, but my guitar was having some tuning issues, so I didn't really bend it too much because I didn't want it to go out of tune. I think when this is done, if I'm right, I while that's going, I think I hit the play button right on the left side of your screen in the middle next to input. There's a play button. So now I'm not recording anything. There's nothing to queue up because I've used up all my tracks. I could combine them, but I hit play and it queues it up. Now we're on Group 1. And while group 1 is playing through once or twice, I think I was setting up my guitar for a little lead work. And I think I realized, oh shoot, I need to get my guitar set up. So I moved Crash 2 over there, bringing a ride. I'd already had that pre-done that I did in GarageBand. So I made a couple loops in GarageBand just with cymbals. I didn't have anything else. It's just cymbals and I guess a little fill. Yeah, that's right, little fills. But really the drum in group the loop is playing the main drums. So here we go. So I muted track 2, which is the keyboard, because now I'm playing live. I'm not recording, I'm playing live the same type of guitar as a lead, and I didn't want it to duplicate. Now I've hit play on group 2, and I've queued that baby up. Now we go into group 2. You can hear now we got a ride instead of a cymbal. Add a little extra groove at the end. Now I'm looking over there at track 1. I think I unmuted while playing guitar. I unmuted group 2, group 1, track 2, and I hit play on group 1. Now we're back here. So I think I'm actually done playing now for the most part. And so now do one last sort of sneaky thing. I get ready to just end it. And group 3 just has a crash. I've muted the thing at the bottom. So here we go. I turn off the drums, play the last keyboard, and a little cymbal sounds. And that's it.